I have a treat. I have a treat for you. I have a treat for you. Hoop loudy. I talk a lot about myself in this channel. I try to give you as much information I can about myself, both my victories and my trials and tribulations that I've gone through, so it can help you out. I want you to be able to avoid some of my potholes that I went through in college, some of the potholes I went through in high school, and I want you to avoid some of those situations so you can be more impactful in your efforts, so you can be more efficient. But I'm not naive enough to think that I have all the answers. I'm not naive enough to think that my experience is the only experience. I'm not naive enough to think that my story is the most important story. The fact of the matter is, many of us have stories. Many of us student athletes have stories, and I want to make sure I bring that to the forefront. In the month of May, I'm going to be kicking off this new series that I need your help on. I'm going to be kicking out this series where I'm going to be interviewing different basketball players from different levels. Right? I'm going to have some people from high school, college, semi-pro, professionally, you name it. I'm going to be making this happen. All right? I already got a couple lined up, but we're going to continue this thing on because I don't want you to be blindsided off of just what Bell went through. What I'm going through is credible. You can learn something from it, but you can learn something from here, learn something from there. Because listen, you only have 5 years in college to play for in many situations. You don't have a lot of time to be fumbling around trying to figure this stuff out. Nobody's going to hold your hand. Nobody's going to sit here and coddle you and say, you're going to make it, Billy. No, you have got to have a map, a roadmap of how you're going to navigate through this thing. And it's my job to help you with that. I want to give you more of what you're going to be expecting, some questions you may have. I want you to go ahead and let me know. This all sounds good. But the only way it's going to work is if you work it. Meaning, I need you to send me your questions that you want me to ask these professional athletes. I need you to send me these questions that you're asking, that you want to be answered by these college players, semi-professional players, Division I, Division II, high school players. What are some questions you would ask if you're in high school? What are some questions you may have for this young man I'm getting on the show? He just signed with a Division I school. What's some questions that you may have with him? What are some questions that you may have for someone that actually played in college? What's some questions that you may have for them? What's some questions for somebody that's played semi-professional? What's some questions you may have for someone that's played overseas for 10, 12, 15 years? What's some questions that you may have for somebody that's played in the NBA? That's what I want you to leave down. This thing will only work if you help me out with this. I'm going to interview them, give them my own questions, but to make this a team effort, I need you to join in. I need you to send me your DMs. I need you to send me your emails. I need you to leave some comments in the section below and let me know what are some questions that you may have for them. And we're going to make sure we get that on. We'll chop that thing up and shoot it back out to y'all on YouTube. Hopefully we can provide some value that you didn't have in the beginning. So thank you for tuning in. I know this is a short video, but as always, whether it's on the court or off, in the classroom, out, graduate at the top of your class. Hoop Lottie. Don't forget to subscribe.